The Ministry of Tourism taking its training program to the Western District. Pelican Point attracting a record crowd at the annual Coconut Festival. And a Grand Bahama man making an appeal for help.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all. I'm Shashina Roll-Farquharson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news this evening, the Ministry of Tourism taking its training arm to West End. Residents of that community, including the area member of Parliament, taking advantage of the Bahama Host program that is designed to improve the level of service among frontline workers in the tourism sector.
The Ministry of Tourism, Training and Education Department officially opening Bahama Host Session 011 for West Grand Bahama. The program's a certified course designed to improve the efficiency of service professionals in the tourism sector. Assistant Manager of Training, Corinda Swain, telling participants that in light of what's planned for Grand Bahama, the ministry is excited to prepare and motivate them for new opportunities.
This is just preparation for what's to come. And we at the Ministry of Tourism and Aviation want to embrace and applaud the fact that West End is already taking a step in the right direction.
Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe, reminding participants that tourism is still the #1 industry, while underscoring the importance of customer service not only to visitors but to locals as well.
Customer service is something that we ought to always continue to adapt to as it increases worldwide with regards to being able to service everyone that comes here in the best possible way. We don't want to turn anyone away from us when they do visit our country, nor do we want to do it to ourselves. I believe that, as they say, charity begins at home, so does hospitality, and we have to keep that in mind as we deal with each other. That is important for all of us, not only just to have the visitor come and experience the best of who we are, but we must also promote that amongst ourselves.
A past participant herself, the West End MP says she can attest to the importance of the program. She is encouraging participants to always be prepared, adding that there's no such thing as too much training.
I believe that with this initiative here in this community, not only are you doing something good for yourselves, but as a collective unit, you're going to make sure that your community benefits from everything that is going to come on tap. You know, we've heard much about what Grand Bahama will bring in the months to come and what's going to happen in the weeks and days ahead. We must prepare ourselves. That is the most important thing that we can do for our community and ourselves. You know, oftentimes we wait until development comes upon us, and then when those persons are there seeking to hire or to have someone work in their various sectors, we're not prepared. We have to take steps to empower ourselves, and for you, this is the beginning of doing just that.
Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
In other news, violence in the schools amongst students, particularly in New Providence, continuing to be a vexing problem for concerned residents throughout the country. Tonight, a union executive is weighing in on the debate on how these situations should be handled.
The fatal stabbing of a student recently in New Providence, sending shockwaves throughout the country, leaving many hurt, concerned, and even afraid to send their children to school. Area Vice President of the Bahamas Union of Teachers, Quintin LaRota, says that he believes that more competent leadership is needed at the helm to enact the correct actions following such devastating incidents. He says administration needs to be trained in how to approach and handle the array of emotions students may face after such tragedies.
First of all, you had a situation where a student died. Now, when something like that happens, we don't expect young people to pass, you know. That is a horror story for the students involved, his friends, classmates, just the students as a whole. It's sad experience for the teachers and for the administrators. So everybody is involved in grief, not to mention the parents of the child who have lost a son. So already then you put yourself in it's already a complicated situation. You cannot add to that by ignoring what is taking place on your campus. Refusing to hear the concerns of teachers, refusing to address the students whose behavior was outrageous.
Now, when it comes to the consequences for problematic students, a local political party has called for legislation to make serious actions punishable by imprisonment and granting school authorities to permanently expel violent students. However, the Ministry of Education is against expulsion of students. Lorota says he supports alternative programs as a preventative measure.
And there are programs that are in place to address it, but you have to use those programs. You cannot be hesitant to send a student onto alternative program to address those issues, because what you have to think about most of all is that student a threat to other students and teachers, because you don't want a student who's constantly in fight or constantly disruptive. You don't do anything and then they stab somebody else's child or injure some teacher, and now you want to come down on them. I believe in being proactive and preventative, and so I've supported alternative programs. And I think we should always try to reach children. And but if it's extreme behavior, then there must be extreme punishment.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
In other news, hundreds of locals and visitors traveled to the east yesterday to support the 21st annual Pelican Point Coconut Festival. Member of Parliament for the area, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Peter Turnquest, officially opened the event. He says the annual Easter Monday Festival has become a highly anticipated event on the domestic tourism calendar. Jamila Mizik reports.
Residents and visitors made their way to the east to support the Pelican Point community at their 21st annual Coconut Festival. Officially opening the festival, Deputy Prime Minister and a Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama, the Honorable Peter Turnquest said, unlike any other Bahamian event, the annual Pelican Point Festival offers something special.
There are many places in the Bahamas for our visitors to experience Bahamian culture. Pelican Point, though, is unique for its focus on the coconut and what it has meant historically for this community. This festival has been growing year after year, and it is certainly one of the landmarks on our domestic tourist calendar.
Well, our news team spoke to some Bahamian festival goers who say they come every year and they're never disappointed.
Every year, Lord's Son, I come to Coconut Fest, and it always be just like you see it is now. Everyone having fun. I am a Bahamian. This is a Bahamian thing. You see, this is a Bahamian thing, so this is the way how we do it. We get off like this. And you think we getting off now? Watch when they finish the coconut barking contest, and then KB come on stage. Then you will see what's going on.
I'm from 8 Mile Walk, and I come up here every year. And I just love it. And when I come here, I have a special person to get my food from. She's from McLean's Town. So it is the best food that you could ever think about.
First-time festival goers who traveled from as far as Germany and Canada said it was an enjoyable experience and they're glad they came, adding that when they return home, they will share their experience with others.
Yes, it's really great. We really love the Bahamian music and really cool.
Friends of ours came here last year to the Coconut Festival, and we come to Freeport twice a year every year. And they said you have to come Easter Monday to celebrate the Coconut Festival. I'm so glad we did. I love it. The ambiance, the food. I've been having some gullies. They've been fantastic. Coconut shrimp. What else do we have? Conch fritters. Fantastic.
Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There is more news on the other side of the break.